Good morning, doggy. Good morning, kitty. You were crazy this morning. You two are already playing chase, and it's not even 6 a.m. Someone got breakfast and has the super zoomies. Where'd she go? There you are. What are you doing? Are you happy, happy? Happy, happy, joy, joy? Happy, happy, joy, joy. Such a patient little dog. ASD, good morning. Yes, you got breakfast, so you're purring like crazy. Okay, back to rolling her treat ball around. Cool day in the sun. Hello, Miss Mia. What are you doing in here? You enjoying sunbeams? It's about to be winter and fall, and it's about to get cooler, and everybody enjoys the sunbeams more when it gets cooler. Everybody. Where's Bayou? There he is. Let's all have a party. Okay, we're going to attempt to not blow up my house. Care to join me? Alright, we're gonna test the pressure canner. I'm debating on testing a couple of jars to make sure they seal okay, because I'm not using a standard mason jar. I'm using a more commercial product. I wonder if I could fill it with water and test it to see if it seals okay and doesn't blow up in the pressure canner. So I'm doing 3 quarts of water to test this, which is the normal amount you'd use for canning. And then I'm going to measure it on the way out and make sure we haven't had an extreme amount of loss. You want it in, you get to stay in. Her new thing. I want attention, I ring the bell. She wants me to play ball with her is what it was. Alright, gonna finish adding 3 quarts of water and let's go test this thing. Okay, the gasket's in place on the inside. The vent looks like it's clear, although there's a little nick out of the vent, so I hope that doesn't create an issue. And then I have my weight. I'm going to go ahead and put it on what I'm going to use, which is 15 pounds for my altitude. Alright. Don't go kaboom, okay? So let's start this thing. And our jet engine is off. Let's see how this goes. Alright, there's the sign I wasn't wanting. It doesn't hold pressure. The gasket doesn't seal. So, I guess I'll have to go get a new gasket. Okay, in doing some research, the gasket might be okay. I just need to see if it'll reach pressure. They said sometimes the gasket has to expand, and so it leaks until it expands. Okay, let's go start it up again and see what happens. So it's bubbling again here at the top. The comment was that once it reaches pressure, if the gaskets all fill, then it'll stop leaking there and at the edges. I guess we'll find out. If it jiggles, it means it's holding pressure. So you're supposed to get it down to where it like rocks 1 to 4 times a minute, I think. Having trouble turning this down far enough. I think I've got it. This might be just a hair much, but there's 1 jiggle. 2 jiggles, so still just a little hot. When this pressure cooker begins to jiggle and sputter or rock, reduce heat until selective control jiggles about 1 to 4 times per minute. Well, that's what it's doing. Okay, I'm going to let it sit for 5 or 10 minutes at that temperature. Make sure I've got the temperature and take a picture of it so that I know what setting on that valve gives me that temperature. And then I'm gonna run a test batch. I didn't blow up the house, guys. Mia, I didn't blow up the house. The funny thing is, I think this was used for salsa and stuff in the past, because there's an ode to salsa in the air when this thing heated up, even though it's been scrubbed clean. Good old ugly dog. Okay, so we've just watched a pot of water boil. Fun, guys, huh? And it continues. Dog-cat battles. I'm pretty sure Mia's gonna win this one. Sorry, Reese. You're just gonna go get a toy? You got Larry, the lobster? No? Going for the squirrel? Nope, the lobster? Okay. Hi, Larry. This is how anal I am. I'm testing my jars now. So I've never used these lids before for pressure canning or these jars for pressure canning. They're commercial jars. We've only used them for water bath canning and hot packing. So I want to test them before I do a gigantic batch of food that I ruin because all my jars explode. So I've put some hot water in my jars, and now I'm going to pressure can these and see if they seal and don't blow up. I figure this is a cheap experiment. So let's go can them. I'm canning water. I'm so creative. In order to avoid my 2 test jars falling over, I put in some empty jars with a little water in the bottom. All this just to do a test batch. All right. Oh, and I add a little vinegar to the water because they say that it helps avoid the stains on the glass jars. So let's can this thing. So my attempt to can water failed. See if I can get this thing open. But it started leaking and it wouldn't stop leaking. You can see it's still dripping. I brought it up to pressure, but it still continued to leak. So I'm gonna try and take it off, adjust the gasket, but I may just need a new gasket. Dang thing. Drip, drip. Well, I'll have a gasket here Thursday. So I can't can until Friday or this weekend. Dang it. No, I'm actually wanting to can. Both my cans sealed, but that's not really the question. I want to know if they'll make it 90 minutes in a pressure cooker and not have any issues with these lids or with the jars. So we wait a couple more days. Oh boy, 2 of you helping? This could be interesting. Oh, ow! God, socket! It got me! You guys look like a pair of ghosts. Oh Lord.